In the summer of 2000, my cousin and his friend, both 11 years old at the time, were riding their bicycles. It was in the evening on a Sunday night. They live in a very small town, so it's safe for children to be outside at night. Anyway, they were by the town park where they saw a figure seated beneath the pavilion. This was highly unusual as the park was usually empty at this time. Curious, they drew closer and saw that it was a woman who looked to be in her 30s, seated at a bench with a painting and an art easel. She called out to them in a monotone voice, like an automated voice one would hear on an answering machine. As they biked closer, they saw that she was wearing what my cousin describes as gypsy clothing, colorful and mismatched thrift store attire. Her expression was entirely blank. She stared through, rather than at them, as if they weren't even there. She began to ask them generic questions like "Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing?" etc., in her monotone voice. Her movements were stiff and awkward, her eyebrows and lips appeared painted on, and her skin was like plastic. In short, she was like a mannequin come to life. The painting she was working on portrayed the night sky, occupied by the moon and stars, each with faces showing different expressions. The two kids felt a sense of dread that grew and grew, their instincts telling them to depart as soon as possible. So, they did. They rode their bicycles a brief distance away and then returned shortly thereafter, to see if she was still there. She and her art set were gone without a trace. Looking through the surrounding sidewalks revealed no trace of her either. This is odd for a number of reasons. First, she was barefoot, with no automobile or bicycle nearby. If one had come by to pick her up, they would have seen and heard it. Second, she had a large and cumbersome art set with her, which would have been an awkward impediment to carry by hand. Third, they were gone for less than a minute, scarcely enough time for her to depart the park. This incident bothers my cousin to this day.